Well, good evening, everybody. Did y'all miss me? Because I'll tell you what, I've missed the fuck out of all of y'all. But, I mean, it's been a day or two since we've done this, and, you know, we're happy to be back, you know. I mean, what can I say? A lot of shit's been going on. There's just been hadn't had a whole lot of time to do it, and you know, but we're gonna do it anyway. And you know, fuck, I can't believe we done went through this entire mansion, and we read every goddamn book in this mansion. And I thought that was it. I thought we was done. You know, that was the end of story time with Ed. But, you know, then I got to thinking. Some of y'all didn't come in on this until, like, the very end of it. And, some of y'all didn't get to hear all these good stories and whatnot. So, you know, I think... You know, there's some that's worth a bit of recycling here and there, you know, so I think if y'all don't mind, you know, we'll do a few more of the old stories, you know, here and there. But while rummaging around through the mansion in the massive library and everything, I did come across one that we forgot to read. And that's the one we're going to read tonight. But, you know, there... Oh, man, what can... You know, we did a lot of renovations to the mansion. And, you know, we spent hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars renovating the studio and everything. And these motherfuckers could not get the goddamn lighting right for shit. I mean, this is piss poor. I mean, it's almost intolerable. But you know what? We're gonna work through it, and it's all gonna be good. And I see some old faces, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way, even though we're all fucking old. But you know, a lot of people that I've been here and seen story time and whatnot, you know, like Elvira. I gotta give her, you know, I gotta give her some props today. She gave me unsolicited promotion, if you will, and so thank you Elvira for promoting the show tonight. Appreciate it a lot. And oh, there's my cousin Sonny. She's on. It's good to see you, Sonny. Hadn't seen you in a while. You know, I don't get up home as much as I should anymore. And oh, and just who the fuck are you calling old timer there, Jessica? All right. And oh my God, speaking of old friends, there's a face and a name I hadn't seen since high school, but fuck, we went through elementary school together, junior high together, everything. Mr. John Paul Chamberlain, how you been, man? It is good to see you on here. It's good to have you on the show, man. I'm happy that you're here. And oh man, you know, this is the part where usually we do, you know, like birthdays and shit like that, but apparently wasn't nobody fucking born today. And yeah, LV John, oh, JP's on. He's on here. He's lurking, sneaking around. There's my cousin Dusty. Dusty's on here. And Man, this is great, man. I got all y'all on here, the millions and millions worldwide that are watching right now. This is just, oh, y'all fill me up, man. Y'all got my heart full right now. It's kind of flabby, but it's there. But man. So you know, with that, here's to all of y'all. And y'all just, oh, and fuck me, Joe Pete's on here too. How you doing, Joe Pete? Whew. Alright. So, uh-oh. Everybody behave yourself. My mama's watching now too, so all y'all best watch y'all's asses and, you know, behave yourselves, because I sure as fuck ain't. But anyway, hey Mom, how you doing? Good to see you on here. Okay. And like I said, we usually do birthdays right now, but nobody was born today, so we're gonna skip all of that shit right there, and we're gonna get on to the story. I mean, y'all paid your money to see this, and so, hey, who am I to deny y'all your pleasures in life? Oh, and there's my daughter. My daughter's watching. Hey, Chrissy, how you doing, baby? It's good to see you on here. I'm glad you could make the show tonight. And so, now, mind y'all, I ain't never even read this book. I didn't even know we had this book in the repertoire. So, I'm just gonna be just as fucking surprised as the rest of y'all as to what this book has to say. Because, any of y'all that have been around for story time for very long know that, well, there's been some weird ass books read on this show. I have a feeling this ain't gonna be no different, because tonight we are gonna read a book, and mind you, these are children's books. You can read these books to children's, okay? Because I probably wouldn't, but you can. You can. Because they, like I said, they are children's books. They just have a lot of adult undertones to them, and you can just add in your own creativity with it. Especially with a book like we are going to read tonight, entitled Hung Like a Horse. Yeah, y'all ready for this shit? Alright. Hung Like a Horse. The story and illustrations are by a gentleman named Brian Lawrence. And I have a feeling he probably ought to be ashamed of himself. But, if he's anything like me, he ain't fucking ashamed at all. He probably laughed his ass off, but... Alright. Now, you got a little prelude to the story here. A disclaimer, if you will. In this tale, you'll realize a very important fact. It doesn't matter how big or small, how long or how compact, the most important thing of all is being just big enough. Yeah, that's what she said. And being a gent is number one, but four, you should be rough. Doesn't make a whole fucking hell of a lot of sense to me there, but alright. Here we go with Hung Like a Horse. There once was a horse named Danny His size was short and small. Story of my life. But all his brothers and all his friends grew up girthy and tall. See, there's little Danny right there, little miniature horse. Miniature horse. And right alongside all the big horses. Again, story of my life. Hey, what's up, Chad? How you doing, man? I was at your pit earlier this morning. But that's beside the point. But whew, Jack Daniels fucking grabbing me there. Though Dan was a small horse, he'd always uphold the law. When anyone would start acting up, he'd kick 'em in the jaw. Yeah. Okay, this is a children's book, but yeah, we are advocating violence, alright? Because Danny's little ass done just kicked this motherfucker right in the face. I mean, right square in the face. I mean, there's blood on the floor and everything. Alright? Maybe we shouldn't read this one to children. I mean, this is just... I mean, the violence is already out of hand. Eventually, Danny was the sheriff. Probably should have named him Roscoe. But, oh, Chad. Chad? Really? That's fucked up, man. Eventually, Danny was sheriff, and some hotheads came to town. They always wore blue sashes, and he'd always knock 'em down. Yeah, see? That's like Tombstone with Wyatt Earp and, you know, the band, the Cowboys, except they wore the red sashes and everything, you know? But, it ain't quite Wyatt Earp. That wasn't the OK Corral. That's just a little midget horse with little man syndrome kicking the dog shit out of everybody. That's what that is. He's an angry little midget. The gang leader, Bob Roberts, was gigantic like no other. His head was huge, and after a feud, he killed Danny's brother. What the fuck, man? What the... Okay, there ain't no way this could be a children's book, because, I mean, this level of violence has just... I don't even know what to say about this one, because, I mean, you got Bob Roberts right here. Big bad Bob Roberts. That's Danny's brother with stab wounds. Alright, I don't know if you can see it or not, but Bob Roberts got a big old knife hanging off his sash right there, and he done stabbed Danny's brother. Alright, that's... And he's smiling about it. The motherfucker's smiling about it. I don't know what to say. Before his brother passed away, he promised Bob would hang. And with his 2 6-shooter guns, he brought down Bob's whole gang. Okay, see? We're in a cemetery now. I mean, this cemeteries, angry midget horses, guns, knives, violence. This is not a children's book. He didn't even give them names on the tombstones. He just says, this is Bob's gang. Yeah, you were part of Bob's gang. You're going in the ground. Bob snuck into Danny's house and stole away his lady. Well, what a motherfucker he is. Fucking Bob, man. He kidnapped her and slapped her mouth. That's when he gave her a baby. Whoa. 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 No. Do not recommend this book to be read to the children at bedtime, because now not only do we have stabbings, not only do we have shootings, not only do we have midget horses running around kicking people in the mouth. Now we have other things happening. Other things that Bob, no means no, motherfucker. I mean, that's, wow. Fuck. Well, Bob went into hiding, but Dan knew just where he was. He knew that when he smoked opium, what the fuck? He knew that he smoked opium and he liked being high on drugs. So now Bob's a dopehead. This is getting bad. This is getting really bad. I'm not going to apologize to y'all for it or nothing. I mean, because it's funny as fuck to me. But still, this is off the list of children's bedtime books. Yeah, you and me both, Dusty. It's, I don't know what to say about this. Yeah. Well, Bob went to jail. The whole town cheered the end of this disaster. The judge would say, "Tomorrow you'll hang. Good riddance, you goddamn bastard." And it actually says that. I didn't ad-lib none of that. Okay? It actually said that. Yeah, y'all do have a little midget that does weird shit there, Chad. I'm not gonna call him out by name, Raymond, but still, yeah. You wouldn't believe what happened next. You know, you're probably right. I don't know. After reading half this book, not much is going to surprise me going into it any further. But, fuck, man, we've gone this far. We may as well finish, right? You know, fuck it. We're going to get through this. All of us together are going to get through this. You wouldn't believe what happened next. It's true, there was a reporter. "I'm twice your size," Bob's last words, he cried. Dan said, "You're 6 feet shorter." And that is the end of Hung Like a Horse. But now, now you got Danny, the little midget horse with little man syndrome. You got Bob. Bob's in the ground. Bob done hung because he was hung like a horse. But now you have Danny pissing on Bob's grave. And wow. That I didn't expect any of that shit at all. Whatso fucking ever out of that book. Had no clue. There might have been a reason why that book was tucked in the back of the, way back on the shelf there in the massive mansion library. So, yeah. Wow. So So let's reiterate this here for a second. We had a midget horse that had little man syndrome, attitude problem, went around kicking everybody in the face, then became sheriff. And then we had Bob, who basically went around and just raped and pillaged, because let's not even, let's just call a spade, you know. I mean, fuck. Bob raped Danny's old lady, and he gave her a horse, a baby horse, a colt, you know. So now Danny has to raise this bastard. And yeah, wow. So yeah, and then you had a stabbing, and then you had a big shooting, then you had a hanging, and yeah, we're just gonna say that was not a children's book. No sir, no sir. We can't read that to the children's. In fact, that's gonna. Kind of needed that after that one. Anyway, so with that would be the end of the story. And we just hope there ain't gonna be a part 2 of Hung Like a Horse. Yeah, I didn't know what I was thinking with that one, but you know, to tell you the truth, I was thoroughly fucking entertained. But and I hope y'all was too. And it's not pink, Chad, it's actually red. My daughter did that for me. She did it a few days ago. It's starting to fade out now, but and everything. But I don't know. It was pretty cool. I liked it. And she did a really good job on it. She could actually probably grow you some hair there, Chad. But that's a whole different story. But anyway, again, I want to thank Elvira for the shameless plug on her page for tonight's episode, and definitely want to thank every single one of y'all for tuning in tonight. Man, y'all made my night. I was nervous about this all day today, because you know, we hadn't done this in a while, and I thought, God damn, man, I may not have touch anymore, man. You know, everybody the world might have abandoned me, but y'all didn't. Y'all come back, and you brought friends. I always like it when you bring friends. But we're gonna do this again in a couple weeks, and that way, you know, things don't get just so boring, you know. But you know, I loved seeing all your smiling faces tonight, and you know, and I missed y'all, and goddamn, it's good to know y'all missed me. And you know, yeah, John Paul, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again, and you know, and honestly, this book was the first one that I've read that has not been a actual children's book. That was far from a children's book tonight. Again, I ain't gonna apologize to y'all about it, but because it was funny as fuck to me. But yeah, most of the time everything is actually a children's book. You can just read what you want into it. But we are gonna do this again, and like I said, some of y'all came in came in on this towards the tail end of everything, and you know, y'all didn't get to see or hear some of the other stories, and so we're gonna start recycling some of the old stories and everything, and some of them were pretty big hits. But anyway, with that, I'm just gonna say, you know, y'all take care of each other out there, and some of y'all, I'll see y'all out on the road and whatnot, and goddamn, support your local businesses. You know, your mom and pop stores. Fuck, we need y'all bad right now. You know, what can I say? We're in desperate times. Things are getting weird again. But we survived. We survived the whole fucking world shutdown, you know. We'll get through this. But anyway, again, I love every single one of you. Thank you again for tuning in tonight. And we'll see y'all in about 3 weeks. How's that? Because if that works for y'all, it would damn sure works for me. So, again, I love y'all. And y'all be careful out there. Take care of one another. Something. And, I mean, just keep doing all the things you've been doing. Wash your hands and everything. Not just because, you know, it's good for, keep the germs down and shit. Just some of y'all some nasty motherfuckers. I know that. I work around some of y'all. And I wouldn't shake your hand most of the times, you know, during the day and everything. But, you know, 'cause, God, I don't know where your hand's been. But anyway, I love y'all, and y'all take care, and we'll see y'all again in about 3 weeks. Later. Love y'all.